Guys, today we're back for a new video, and as you can see, we got the red lights. As you can see, red lights, guys. That's because we about to make some real fire, man. I just cooked up this beat. I'm really proud of this one. It's a really nice beat for Kidwild and Nemzzz, man. So it's a really nice HOODTRAP type beat. I even added the acapella, but I cannot show it on YouTube because I'm gonna get strike for copyright. And for real, it sounds so good. It sounds dope, man. And you know why it sounds good? You know why it sounds dope? That's because I used my new summer drum kit, man. It's 100% free. About to come up the 5th of August, guys. So stay tuned for this. Only 2 days. Only 2 days to wait. 100% free drum kit. Really nice sound for real. Plus, it also comes with loops, one shots. Basically, it's a multi-kit at this point. So yeah, only 2 days to wait since it's gonna come the 5th of August. So I hope that y'all are excited, and let's get to the breakdown.
Yo, so many questions. Who do I ask? Where do I go from here? What are you smoking? Ain't no average girl, my one top tier. What is it now? I stood on business and I made it clear. I'm over it now. You done all this to make me look weird. If it's you or me, that's peak on you. I'll be deep in life, but I try not to reflect on life. I'll pre in the view. I've been lied to way too much. I don't even believe the truth. My vision was blurry and they didn't know how to clean it. I was happier when I was broke. It's an awkward feeling. My family know I ain't been myself. Some things that I gotta deal with. Fuck the money, fuck the fame. And if shit goes wrong today, who else are they gonna blame?
Okay, so first we're gonna start with Xenology, and we're gonna use the bandpass preset. For the chord progression, as you can see, it's really simple. Only 3 chords here, and I'm gonna show you how to do all of them. So firstly, we're gonna set the scale and the BPM. So we are in C# minor, and we are at 154 BPM. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna click here, go to View, Scale Highlighting, choose the minor natural Aeolian, and choose your root note. As we're gonna start with C#, and once you have this, all the white notes are gonna be inside of the scale. Then you want to put the first note, as you can see, the root note. Then you're gonna go to the 5th. So the 5th is, this is the first, you see the 2nd, then the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, as you can see. So here we have the 5th. So the 5th is G#, and then we're gonna build a chord off of that 5th. So we're gonna build a chord off of G#. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the skip place method. To do this, just take your note, so G#, and we're gonna skip the first one that we see that is in the scale. So we're gonna skip A, and we're gonna go to B4, and then we're gonna do the same thing again. So skip this one, C#, and place D#, and then we have a chord. Okay, so once you have that chord here, we're gonna do the same thing, and really the easiest method. That's the thing I love to do with the chord progression, especially for like trap or like really simple HOODTRAP drill and shit like this. What I like to do is just take that first chord that we have here, and then make sure that it fills an entire 4-bar pattern. So if I can show you, this is a 4-bar pattern, as you can see. So we have 1 bar here, this is a whole bar, this is another whole bar, this is another one, and this is another one, as you can see. So it fills out 4 bars, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that chord, and we're gonna go 5 semitones up. Really, that's the easiest technique. 1 2 3 4 5, and as you can see, we're landing on F#. So what we're gonna do to create a nice rhythm, we're just gonna cut that one like this. You don't want to go too crazy with the chord progression because it's gonna sound a bit weak if you go too crazy. Stay really nice and simple, and you're gonna place F# again, and then we're gonna place a diminished chord. So what is a diminished chord? A diminished chord is a chord with a lot of tension. Basically, that chord, instead of following the basic minor or major, it's gonna actually do a mix of both. So let's look at it. Usually to make a minor chord, you're gonna skip 2 notes, then you're gonna skip 3 notes. And for major chords, you're going to skip 3 notes, then 2 notes. But here we're gonna make a mix of them, and we're gonna use a diminished chord. Diminished chord is, so we're gonna skip 2 and then again skip 2. So our chord is C again, our root note is C. And to make a nice diminished chord, we're gonna play C, skip 2, 1 2 in the scale, as you can see, and then 1 2. As you can see, this one is not in the scale, but it will still sound good. That's the magic of music theory, man. That's the magic. So once you have your diminished chord, you're just gonna add some notes. Me, I added another chord that is not again in the scale, but as you can see, it's gonna follow the same diminished pattern. We're gonna skip 2 under the root note. So under C#, we're gonna skip 2, and then we're gonna land on A#. And lastly, because I don't know why, I wanted to also add another note here. It sounded good, and we're gonna use F#. Then once you have all your chords like this, you just want to select them all and do Alt S to strumize them, as you can see, and play with the strength. And also you can randomize the velocity by doing Alt R and playing with the velocity here. As you can see, the last chord sounds weird, but man, it sounds R&B. It sounds really R&B-ish, that's why. And for the piano, what you want to do is lower the lows as always. Then we're going to use the MGD bass from Zenology again. And for that one, we're just going to follow the chord progression, add some fill notes. And for the fill notes, what you want to do is do a flare. So as always, a flare is when you're going to choose a note and you're just going to place the note under in the scale. So the first note under in the scale. And you're going to play it just really quickly before the note that you intended to play. See, I want to play G sharp. I'm going to place F sharp just a little bit before. For the bass, what you want to do is lower the lows and lower the low mid frequencies here. So that's just that it doesn't clash with the 808. And then also lower the highs. You don't need highs in the bass. Then we're going to pull up Keyscape and we're going to use the LA Custom C7 Grand Piano preset. I just wanted to add a nice piano, so you know it adds a sample feeling to the melodies. That's just a nice thing you want to do. And also strumize the chord. As you can see, that's just the first chord that we see. We strumize it, then we're going to place it here. So we're going to move it. We're just going to put it one octave up and also delete the bass note. And we're going to do this three times. I'm really dumb for it. And then you're going to do the same thing for the C sharp minor chords. You can see and for that one, so it sounds really filtered. As you can see, it sounds really good. We're gonna lower the lows, we're gonna lower the low mids too, so really it has a like sample feeling, you know what I'm saying. And then we're gonna also lower the highs so it doesn't clash with the snares and everything. And lastly, add some reverb, not too much decay, not too much mix, because in samples usually don't have any reverb, so you don't want to put it too much. That's just so it adds a bit more dreamier vibe to the piano. And then put it in stereo so you can hear it much more. Then we're gonna add the echo lead from Zenology, man. And for the leads, I just usually freestyle on my piano. And for that one, always lower the lows. You don't want it to clash with the bass. And also put it in stereo and lower the volume. The fuck am I saying this? Then we're gonna add the small strings preset from Zenology just to add a nice pad. And as you can see, that one is just following the chord progression. And for the strings, you just want to lower the low frequencies and the low mid frequencies, and also lower the highs. Then we're going to use another strings. We're going to use the low strings preset from Zenology. That's just to add some top frequencies, you know, high frequencies. That's why we need the string, man. And as you can see, it's just playing G sharp. Then we're gonna add a vocal again to go with that sample feeling. We're gonna actually filter the vocals. So let me show you. So there's a lot of plugins. So we're gonna first use Origin. That's a free plugin you can get from Cymatics. Really nice plugin. Just want to lower the frequencies here. Also make sure that the noise is turned off. Also lower the saturation, movement, and chorus. Just play with that knob here. Then I use the Noto Chroma. That's just to add nice higher frequencies to the vocals. I don't know, man, it just sounds good. Then add the Pro Q on the lo-fi bandpass radio preset. Add some reverb as always, just so it adds nice tail and really nice high frequencies. Also add a Pancake, another free plugin from Cable Guys. So basically it's gonna allow you to play with the stereo of what it's playing. So right now it's gonna go one left, one right, as you can see, and you can just change the tempo here and play with the mix too. Then I'm gonna use another instance of FabFilter Pro Q. That's just to filter more the frequencies so it doesn't clash with anything, because here it was clashing a bit. Then we're gonna add a kickstart. That's just so it stays in the rhythm. As you can see, because of the auto chroma and also the sample itself are not really in the rhythm. And then we're gonna double the vocals and we're just gonna put it one octave up. Then also add a saxophone. That's again to go with the sample effects. And for that saxophone, you want to lower the frequencies, the low frequencies, low mids as always, and also the highs. That's just my basic EQ I like to pull up. And also add an Origin again, just to go with the vibe of the sample again, and also put it in stereo. Lastly, we're just gonna use a gospel vocal choir, and all of them you can all find them on Splice. You can also use Arcade for vocals. I know they have great vocals, but personally I prefer Splice right now. Then we're just gonna lower the lows, lower the mids as you can see, and also boost the frequencies here, the main frequencies, so you can hear it much more in the mix, but also here so it doesn't clash, and lower the highs so it doesn't clash with drums. Put it in stereo also so you can hear it much more. You see, putting things in stereo, it's gonna distend them so that it doesn't clash with anything. That's the real problem of mixing. If you understand this, you're gonna understand mix. Basically, if you have things that are clashing with each other, that's why usually your mix will sound trash. That's because there are things clashing with each other, drums clashing with each other, or melodic elements clashing with drums. And what you want to do is pull up an EQ and filter the frequencies. So filter the frequencies that are unnecessary and boost the frequencies that are necessary, as you can see. And also, if two things are too close in frequencies, what you want to do is distance one with reverb, stereo plugin, pancake for example, just so it doesn't clash again. As you can see, that's the real problem. So this is how all the vocals things sounds like. As you can see, there are a lot of things moving here and there and it sounds really good. And lastly, we want to pull up a riser. This one is from my summer drum kit. Again guys, my kit is 100% free. You will find it on my website the 5th of August, so stay tuned for that. Drums are gonna sound amazing and you're gonna have a ton of inspiration from it. I hope that you're gonna have a ton of inspiration from it, and it's a free kit, so why not get it? So this is how all the melodic elements sounds together. Okay, so really quickly, just before going to the drums, I just want to say that all the drums that you're gonna hear are available inside of my summer drum kit that is gonna be 100% free the 5th of August on my website emotionalwave.com. so I hope that you're gonna be here. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's get back to the breakdown. Okay, so first we're gonna use the rim shot. So you're gonna place one note on the first, and what you want to do is you need to have 1 2 3 or 5 space like this, and then you're gonna do the same thing again, 5 space, and it's gonna land here. Then you're gonna skip 7, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 here, and then you're just gonna experiment now with the thing. So you have the basic pattern now, you just need to experiment, and that's what I did here. As you can see here, I actually changed the rhythm. As you can see, I added some rolls again just to make it feel here. This is how the rim shot sounds like. As you can see, I'm also playing with the velocity, but I could also play with the pan. I forgot to play with the pan. Basically, to play with the velocity, you just go here, control, and just just pull some things up, pull some things down. And also you can click on control here, go on note pan, and you can play with the pan. So as you can see, we're gonna place, for example, that one here, so it's gonna go left or right, I don't know, and do another one like this. Then we're gonna use a clap. That one is gonna basically go on the 3rd step of each 2 steps. So if this is 2 step, or the next 2 step is gonna land on the 3rd bar. This is how it sounds like. Then you want to add some perks. Since there's no magic to it, I'm going to put all the perks together. So we have a clave, we have a chant, we have voxes. So we have the Nelly vox, the pad vox. We also have a zap. We have kicks here, so stomp kicks. We have a triangle too. Yeah, we also have a cowbell here. I don't know why, but everything when you solo them, like, it sounds weird. It sounds weird for real. Then you have 2 open hats. So we have one following the rim shot pattern, and then we have another one just flying around. And lastly, we have the 808s, man. Those one, they sound really good. What you want to do for the 808s is go on the sampler. You want to click here and boost it a little bit. I put it to 12%, but that's just because it's a really nice 808 and I like it a lot. Then you want to go into the envelope and bring everything down beside the hold like this. So it should look like this, as you can see. And so the first 808 is going to follow the basic, as you can see, basic HOODTRAP patterns. As you can see, it's skip 5 like this, skip 5 again. That's the basic HOODTRAP pattern. This is how they sound like. And I mean, we're already done. Just one thing I wanted to share with you is just for the arrangement, what I like to do is to also go here. I'm gonna drop to the verse. So this is the first verse. What we're gonna do is we're gonna search for the first 2 steps. We're gonna cut some of the elements and we're just gonna add a riser, and then it falls back on the other steps. This is how it sounds like, the transition. Oh shit, I also forgot the hat. This one's playing the basic drill pattern. To do this, you want to place 1 note, then you're gonna skip 2 again, 1 2 place, then skip 1 1 place,